User's Manual for a camcorder. And the front cover reads, first thing I see, okay, when I open the box, it reads, in order to avoid improper operation, cause unnecessary loss, please read carefully before using this product, instruction for use, and please keep this product, instruction for use, for future reference. Now, should we or should we not feel the same way about this book? The Guide of Life, the Book of Principles. I've learned through time, in this short period of time that I've been researching religion, God, Holy Scriptures, that principles simplify life. That's the way that relationships, for example, are supposed to be. Whatever happens, we should always know what to do, what's wrong, and how to fix it. Principles protect life. When principles are violated, we destroy ourselves. We can be very successful in every area of our life if we learn the principles of God. Do you agree? The word principle means first, law, rule. The first law laid down by the manufacturer. Anything that isn't a principle is an opinion. So what we want to do is to destroy ignorance. Because whatever we don't know, the devil controls us in that area. Satan is known to be the prince of darkness. He rules over ignorance. Being in darkness is being in ignorance. So that is why I'm making these videos. Cynthia Witness here, witnessing to the Jehovah's Witnesses. Now, what does that mean? What's all that about? Well, let me explain. Here, I am demonstrating to you all jw.org and the topic about the piñata. It goes on to explain what the piñata is all about, where the origin, the paganism behind it, okay? It goes on saying, China, Italy, Mexico, Aztecs, the Maya, what they do or how they use the whole piñata in their celebrations and beliefs. And then it goes down to explain the piñata today. So we have a breakdown of why it's pagan or why it was pagan or why we probably shouldn't have anything to do with it. But then here they're going to go into a breakdown on something. See if you guys can understand it, because I really don't. As you were probably able to see, later the piñata became part of the festivities of the posadas during the Christmas season and continues as such to this day. Goes on telling you what happens in Mexico. We found that for many people in Mexico, the piñata has lost its religious significance. But you just said, okay, anyways, to this day. So some to this day still celebrate it, have religious beliefs. Some don't have religious significance. Okay. In fact, piñatas are used in Mexico on many festive occasions, and they go on telling you what they do. When considering whether to include a piñata at a social gathering, Christians should be sensitive to the consciences of others, okay? Because I would imagine some still believe that it's pagan due to the origin, right? And some may not, okay? Matter of fact, because a main concern is not what the practice meant hundreds of years ago. But that's the whole point why it's banned, because of what it meant hundreds of years ago. I mean, birthdays. Does that not matter what happened hundreds of years ago? Isn't that why you don't celebrate it? But how it is viewed today in your area at that. Really? Really? Oh, okay. So if in my area the birthdays are considered just plain fun, so what's the big deal? Mother's Day and all these festivities. Understandably, opinions may vary from one place to another. Hence, it is wise to avoid turning such matters into big issues. Exactly. That was hundreds of years ago, JWs. Come on now. Let us not keep seeking our own advantage, but that of the other person. So, again, confusing, whiplash type feeling, dumbed down. Feeling dumbed down. Very confusing. It is, but it isn't, but it is, but it isn't. It's no big deal. It's just harmless fun. Remember that, Jehovah's Witnesses. It's harmless fun. That's all that it is. So when the Caleb and Sophia cartoon that you had, and Caleb couldn't have the cupcake, it's okay. It's just a cupcake. There's nothing pagan, okay? Some just see it as just plain fun. That's all. It's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. If you want to become a Jehovah's Witness, go for it. But do your research first. Really know what you're getting into. Really know the history of how it started, when it started, why did it start, what was involved, what were the changes, before you give your life to a religion that ultimately it's not going to save you. I am learning, wanting to understand the Bible. And I believe in the Trinity. I have reasons to believe in the Trinity. And there is a magazine that Jehovah's Witnesses have published. Is Jesus Christ the Almighty God? Very interesting. Very interesting, because as they state here, and in that first page, should you believe it, right? As they go on and saying here, why should a subject like this be of any more than passing interest? Because Jesus himself said eternal life is this, to know you, the only true God, and Jesus Christ, whom you have sent. So our entire future hinges on our knowing the true nature of God. And that means getting to the root of the Trinity controversy. Therefore, why not examine it for yourself? See, this is right here. Why not examine it for yourself? So if I'm going to examine it for myself, why am I going to be looked upon? Why am I going to be marked? Why am I going to be shunned? Why am I becoming a stumbling block if what I'm trying to do is examine it for myself? Right? What is the problem in that if you yourself are recommending me to do so? Apparently that's an issue. To research, to do your research. And if that is so, well then say so at the door. Say so when you are indoctrinating someone. Say so. You're only allowed so much research. You're only allowed so much questions before you are looked upon that way. The way that you're dressed. You could be looked upon as a homosexual, a prostitute even if you're wearing an ankle bracelet. We will shun you We have this extreme shunning in place that we put. If we feel that you are threatening us by simply doing research and asking these questions, we will shun you, meaning treat you like if you died. Say so at the door. JWs, let's do this. Let's get to the bottom, okay? To the root of the issues here and find solutions together. I looked a little bit online years ago about the Jehovah's Witnesses. I want to say maybe about 8 years ago, 10 years ago, somewhere around there. And I ran into some channels that explained subliminal images, satanic subliminal images in their publications, in the Jehovah's Witnesses publications. And this is what I found to be very disturbing. These are the publications that were sent to me along with this book. And clearly found very strange images. Right here, I mean, you have to be blind not to see this, like, sort of calf ram head right there. Some sort of alien head, you know, right there. The old Tay's wing sun disc right here. Some weird dragon demon looking thing right here. You really have to be legally blind, I believe, if you cannot see these images. Just to kind of refresh on the old wing sun disc there, so you can sort of get what I'm trying to. You see, that's the wing sun. Okay, I have to move the camera the other way. Sorry. There we go. What it looks like, and put it on images, so it's clearly here. And there's a reason why. I would have to make a video to kind of go more in depth on why. Same thing here. You know, they have to cut the publication, but when they're making them, of course, and see here's like some sort of, like, it looks like a little funky little flying saucer, some weird triangle thing on top. Same thing here, some weird triangle figure here. Another ram, this is like the eye, some kind of calf. This whole body of water instantly, just right away, says ram or goat to me, with the, you know, it's just too many, you know, things that you can't deny that are there. You just have to really be blind to not see that. It's true. It stopped me in my tracks, and these images is what got me to say enough is too much. I am going to have to do something about this. I'm going to have to explain these things to people, because apparently a lot of people are not being explained these things, and truly that's where the problem comes from. Okay, you guys, look, you guys don't want stumbling blocks. It's understandable. Let's prevent those stumbling blocks from even entering to the place. Let's do that. I've gotten contacted by some Jehovah's Witnesses that have sent me some information, and I'm going to be contacting them back and explaining them what I see and why, and that kind of thing. They sent me this information that I don't understand how later on they view this, the Jehovah's Witnesses view this as garbage. It's later on trash. All of this is trash, garbage, which, you know, I mean, it's probably garbage, but you know what? It's useful garbage. You Watchtower, you should have a library. You should have it and not throw your books away. You should keep them, all of them, and allow us all to research them, garbage or not. It's very important information that should still be available to anyone that wants to understand your beliefs in your doctrine. I have here the Trinity magazine. I also have it jw.org as well. And so, just again, I'm going to be making a video on this magazine on the best way that I've understood it and seen that it is something that we are to examine for ourselves. And this is going to be really fun because we're going to be looking into some church history books. If you guys have not gotten some church history books, please do get some church history books because they are so helpful. And I would love for you guys to tell me what other books and church history books and things like that I can look into, I can go purchase to learn more about who these people are, who said what and why, and so on and so forth. One of my commenters, actually, that I spoken to before said they wanted some passages here. More than 60 Bible passages mention the three persons together. Let me see if I can zoom in here for him so that he can look at these passages himself and find out if it's saying what it's saying or not, you know. He wanted me to type up in the comment section, but yet wants to delete the comments. Wants to delete the thread, I should say, after a few minutes of going back and forth with each other. Look, I am here, like I explained, to learn, okay, to listen, and to have a cordial, loving conversation with you all. That is it. If you guys are interested in doing so, please do contact me. I will love to speak with you. I am a mom. I am a wife, a daughter, an aunt. I believe in our Creator, and I believe in the Trinity. And if you guys want to explain to me what you believe or why you believe it, please reach out to me. I have intentions to make more videos. There's going to be things involved, like hair masks, building things, plants, maybe even food, and pottery, candle making, soap making, hairstyles. While I'm talking about these types of things, I'm going to dedicate certain channels, certain videos to answer some other channels that have contacted me or reached out to me as well. Just to the viewers that want to continue the conversation, I'm going to have a specific videos for that. Specific videos talking about relationships, what I've learned in relationship, marriage, and just relationships in general, co-workers, you know, people that we meet day to day, as a mother. And then I'm going to make more videos explaining and I guess being raw and transparent about my testimony, my experience with God and the Bible and religion and my understanding of it all. My testimony on my experience with the Jehovah's Witnesses, why it's very important that I make these videos and I reach out to everyone and anyone that wants to know the whole truth. And I think that that's going to be the biggest help there. If we start that way, if we start being truthful, that's the most effective way. I love nature so much, the outdoors. I'm going to be taking you all with me in new places around here in these parts and in new areas, new parts that I've been invited to. And enjoy the greenery, enjoy God's creation. while I speak with you guys about these topics and these things. I hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys like and subscribe and all that if you're into that kind of thing. Most importantly, know that I love you all. And although some of the things I might point out may trigger some of you out there, and some of the things I point out may seem very brutal, but it's going to be the truth. It's going to be from my heart. And again, I'm just starting. I'm just learning. I'm going to involve a lot of music playing as well. I'm teaching myself how to play guitar and other instruments. I'm teaching myself how to do lots of these different things. And that is why I sort of thought, well, a lot of these things come together. They're sort of connected as well. And so why not put it all together? And why not make some videos and show those type of things while I just talk about it? So that way you're not just looking at me talking about the thing the whole time or just looking at the books. But the books are going to be a lot in these videos as well, because they're very, very helpful. And I can't wait to hear from you all. To please recommend me good reads, helpful information that will help me in this journey. Thank you all for listening, and I hope to hear and see of you all soon. I'm going to leave you with a little tiny surprise in the end. Hopefully these babies are asleep. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's a nest. I don't want to be too loud. I don't want to wake them up. There's 2 birdies in there eating breakfast this morning. Thanks for listening. Until next time.